this video, we're going to talk about Clash Royale, why we picked it, and why it is so addicting. Clash Royale is the latest app from Supercell. You may know Supercell from their more featured games like Clash of Clans, Boom Beach, and Heyday. Just like Supercell did with Boom Beach and Clash of Clans, and you could kind of say Heyday as well, they hit the ground running with Clash Royale. It was featured with like a full spread in the App Store. It's been the top downloaded app, and it is super addicting. So let's talk about a little bit more about why this game actually matters. So with Clash of Clans, you take your troops and you drop your troops, and you don't really have any control of what they do from then on. You basically just drop them at the beginning and hope that you maybe figured it out, and then you use spells to kind of guide them through your opponent's base. With Clash Royale, it's a real-time card strategy game, or I should say card-based strategy game. And so every single time you're flipping up cards and you're able to use those moves against your opponent, and your opponent is doing the same thing. Some of the things I like about it the most is it's extremely multiplayer driven. It's fun, it's competitive, and you know that you're always going against someone else and not an AI or computer. Definitely download and check it out. So here are a couple quick tips and tricks that might help you out. One is when you attack an opponent and you beat them, you 3-star their base, or you just beat them because you did more damage than they did in a certain amount of time, you will get a chest of a certain number of cards, and then that chest takes so long to finally open up where you can see what cards you got. Now, you only have 4 slots, so a lot of people assume, well, I can only attack 4 times or win 4 times, and then I need to wait for one of those slots to open up. The reality is, you can attack as many times as you want, and the biggest impact is in the trophies. Now, why trophies matter are the higher you get up in trophies, the better the cards are. So if you have all these chests that are waiting to get unlocked, you go up in trophies, there's a good chance you might unlock a really awesome card from one of the chests you previously unlocked down below. Tip number 2 is a strategy tip. So when you're attacking in a match, you have a elixir strategy bar that will go across the bottom of your screen. And different cards that have different abilities will cost more an elixir out of the available elixir you have at that given time. So one of the things a lot of people will do is they'll wait until that elixir is, let's say, at number 5, which are pretty high cards, and they'll play that card immediately. Well, the best thing to do is actually to sit back and wait. Wait until it's right around 9 or 10, or even just let it sit there for a minute and let your player make the first move. Once they make the first move, you can do a counterattack, and either you can decide if you want to head on and attack those troops right on the same lane, or, this is the better move, you can attack through the other lane, knowing that you can probably get more damage on that lane while people attack with their smaller troops because they played first. So the tip is basically wait for your opponent to make their move first, so then you can have more information on what's the best move to make in a counterattack. Now, if there's a standstill where you're waiting and they're waiting, just drop some small troops that only cost a little bit in elixir so you can earn it back really quickly and make a bigger move once they make their move. The third tip is to check out the deals. So every 24 hours or so, the deals will cycle through. And basically what deals are there flash promotions where you can buy rare cards or common cards if you want with some of the coins that you've been earning. So if you check those every day, you'll be able to have a good chance of noticing what cards are rare and what ones have a higher importance, and you might even be able to scoop up a pretty rare card that you could never get in a normal draw. The fourth tip is to watch TV Royale, watch what the pro players are doing, and learn from their moves. Learn on what they're doing right and what they might be doing wrong. Figure out how did they lose each time? Where was that key pivotal point where someone was potentially winning but then made a bad move that cost them to lose? Even though they're going to have ridiculously high ranked troops, probably much higher than you will, you'll still be able to apply some of the same methodology, and you might even notice that other people might play the exact same way that you watched in a previous match with a pro player, and you can figure out how to outsmart them because you watched the way that the pro player did it with another pro player. So watch TV Royale, learn from the way they do it. Download the app, check it out, and be sure to jump into one of the clans.